What's up? We're back. This is the final video of assembling the head. We're going to put the cams and set the timing today. I'm here with my friend Vini. He's a motorcycle mechanic, and it's also his birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Right, what are we doing today?
We start for exhaust ones, just put in check, and after this one, input in correct point. And yeah, I don't know.
Keep the tension on the intake side, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
we've got the tensioner. I've tested it. Do you want to talk through how you tested it again?
Yeah.
So you were saying that you can wind it in with a screwdriver from the back, which is a hydraulic tensioner, which means it pushes in, and then once it's wound in slightly, you can push it, and if it doesn't move anymore, that means it's solid, right?
Lock, yeah.
It needs to lock each time. And that's good. We're not replacing this because it's an expensive part and it still works.
It's worked perfect.
It works perfectly, yeah. Got the engine mostly assembled. We fitted the cam caps, the spring caps I guess, and some of these, when after I put them in, were still a little bit higher, so I took them out and they have the spacer underneath. I just had to click that in to the top of the spring. Now we're going to fit the exhaust cam and then the intake cam. We have the chain here. We've got to still put one of the tensioner plates in on this side, and yeah, slowly start putting it together and setting the timing. The first and the fourth cylinder are at top dead center. I did this before I took the head and fitted it. So basically you can find this out yourself by dropping a screwdriver in. It's not long enough, but you can put a screwdriver in if the head is on, and you can turn it until the screwdriver doesn't go up or down anymore, and you want the first and fourth cylinders top dead center. The middle two are bottom dead center. What's super important in this step as well is if you have a good quality assembly lubricant. This is a thicker oil which, when you start the engine, it won't have run down into the bottom of the engine, so it means that all of your cams and all your parts are lubricated. For this engine it's really important because the cams sit into aluminium machined sections. There's no lining on them, there's no copper lining, which means that if there's any dirt or residue, or there isn't oil there, it can completely destroy the head. So this is a key piece of the build. So first we're just going to quickly clean and then lube. See how thick it is. It sticks like glue. Maybe one there. So thick. So you might be wondering, is this going to contaminate the oil that's in the engine? But in actual fact it doesn't matter, because we're going to be doing an oil change pretty soon after the rebuild, just to make sure that the actual oil and the contamination and any pieces that from the build ended up in the oil will get swapped out eventually anyway, so it'll be good. Now we're going to put the exhaust side chain tensioner piece in. This little slot at the top, it slots in here, so make sure you have your T-head there. The only other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to shine a light down just to make sure that it's sliding into the right spot. So you can see it's going in. It doesn't look like it's caught anywhere. Well, that's a good shot. And yeah, we're going to tension that chain now. Perfect, everything looks good.
put like a bit for back, and when you put, you spin. You get me?
Like that. So as it comes up. Can you lift this one?
Yeah.
When I opened it, when I took the tensioner off, I remember basically these pieces having
Just
to push.
open.
When I unscrewed it, they like popped up.
Ah,
Because it was
yeah,
pressing on
yeah,
those.
yeah.
So I think it's basically, this is one tooth out. This needs to be vertical. And this is like 2 teeth maybe.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dot's like perfectly up. And this one looks perfectly up. And now we're gonna fit these on now. Might just make sure these are clean as I go.
Like ketchup in a hot dog.
Yeah. Can't have too much lube, I guess. So we put the tensioner in, we did a check and we found that this was slightly out of alignment. We need to pull the tension over and move it by 1 tooth. So we're lifting the intake side cam and we're going to try and pull the tension over to the intake side by 1 tooth and clamp it down again. It's raining in the shed. It's Vinny's birthday. He gets to do his favourite thing, but there's no sun today. No Brazilian barbecue for Vinny.
Yeah. It's a nice day. I just hold this.
Still kind of stuck in it. Oh. There.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Try it, yeah. For the back. For another.
That should be giving you slack. In that way.
But this one touching. Here,
Yeah, if you pull them off touching,
yeah,
then you should have slack. Just to rotate them away. There we go. Yeah. Round 2. There's loads of lube, so we won't put any more on. You can see it's still inside it. Stuff's so sticky, it's good.
Men all have like to start for this way, right? So.
Put that back in. 3. New parts. We got the new gasket. It's advised to always replace the gasket on these when you change it. Yeah. Oh shit. There we go. Mm. 10 Newton meters on both of these, no Loctite. Fantastic. So just to be clear, we torqued everything to 10 Newton meters and we've moved this back one tooth. We had to take it off again, but everything should be in place. So this time we have the dot lined up with the line and the dot lined up with the line. This is super important. Okay, the way the engine's planning to rotate. That looks good. Should I go backwards?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Feels really smooth. That's one rotation, we'll do a second one. Feels good, no issues.
Looks very good.
I think that black that's the marker coming off.
Ah, this one?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Have here as well.
Nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do to see is that also lining up with top dead center.
Yeah.
Bang.
It's very smooth. Like,
Very smooth.
so.
So this is our brand new gasket. This gasket is interesting because you have to put sealant, silicon sealant on these pieces, even though.
Really? Like
Yeah.
a proper one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads on today.
It's Vinny's birthday.
Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Comes and spends it here. I mean,
Yeah.
What a legend.
he loves engines, so this is the best birthday present.
You guys are birdie.
They are
Yo,
the
just
difference
do,
between
yeah, I know.
growing older and not. Just applying a little bit.
Do you gym?
What?
Do you gym?
Yeah.
Yeah. I only started back after
Ah,
months.
yeah, you
after
get
months.
like.
The valve is right there. It's fucking like 2 millimeters from the edge. I'll put it on this edge. Got a brand new seal for the water pipe. I'm trying to remember how I did it last. Like this maybe. There we go.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's in place. Put them down. Try not to get it inside the middle. I'll check the manual. Seems like I'm missing the edges.
Well, just a bit in the middle.
Nice. We've got now the, where is it? Cam position sensor. This is the final piece on the top cover. I'm going to put a bit of engine oil on this O-ring because I think that's good to have. O-ring should always be wet. Put that in there. You can just rotate it slightly to get it to seat in properly. And we're using Loctite 572 on the bolt. And this is 10 Newton meters of torque. There we have it. It's starting to look like a proper engine. Couldn't have been done without Vini.
Well done.
Thank you so much, brother.
I'm very happy. Very happy to see that.
It's slowly coming together. So in the next video we're going to be putting some of the final assembly parts on, getting the pipes on and putting the engine back in the hull.